Hello, everyone, and thank you for tuning in. Today, we're going to be looking at Ethereum, its valuations against Bitcoin, as well as the US dollar, talking about the new accumulation that we are in. Remember, if you do like this video and the other videos that I make on this channel, be sure to hit the like button down below and also consider subscribing. So, what do I mean by the new accumulation? Well, if we flip it to the daily, okay, you'll notice that we're kind of consolidating in this area here. It's more apparent on the monthly chart, which is what I would be referencing, but this is kind of what it looks like on the daily. And my point being is that you wouldn't necessarily notice it too much on the daily because you would see that we're in recent times we've been in kind of a downtrend, um, which is fair. I mean, we've been in a downtrend since uh, May, you could argue, where we've technically been down about 18% against the highs of May. Um, However, if we move it back to the monthly, okay, if we move it back to the monthly, you'll see that like we're pretty much moving sideways, right? Ever since the start of May, and we look at these monthly candles, we've been relatively humdrum, stuck in this zone here, which I think is perfectly fine. If we take into the consideration of what altcoins and Ethereum specifically does in Q1, this becomes, somewhat attractive by, whether it's moving down, which is even better, or moving sideways. Ethereum seems to be holding fairly strong at these levels, which is also a good thing. I already have an Ethereum position in my portfolio, but considering what it is doing now, it is holding pretty steady at these levels for the past several months. And even in the chance that it continue, if it bleeds further, then it becomes more of a buying opportunity, and I'll be looking to accumulate. So at this moment right now, I am looking to accumulate Ethereum, um, whether that's buying with my Bitcoin or buying a futures contract expiring in 11 months, 12 months, and essentially just increasing my position of Ethereum that way. Uh, Either or, this is kind of what I'm looking at. This is kind of what I'm looking for it to do. Um, and this is where I'm kind of looking to enter my positions, right? I wouldn't want to enter my positions in 47% gain monthly candles, but this area here where we've been down and up and down and up, this seems to be a pretty good spot, if any, to start looking to accumulate or consider accumulating Ethereum. Um, Looking at the Bitcoin perspective, our high has been 0.08. I believe that we will go higher than that. Hard to imagine will be higher than 0.15 Bitcoin, but definitely in the zero point 0.1 range, I think is a definite area to look for in terms of potentially exiting your Ethereum position into Bitcoin. Also remember that my majority of my Ethereum position has been purchased last year at very at much better valuations. So again, I'm not desperate to buy a lump sum of Ethereum here. I have the luxury of kind of waiting and seeing what positions might be best for me, right? And if I don't find that, then that's okay. I still have my existing position to ride, and we'll profit off of that. Looking at the US dollar, we're still at over $4,000. Yesterday we were down below 4,000, but I think this is okay. Again, we're inches away from the prior all-time high for Ethereum at what, $4,641, $500 away. With that said, we don't see that kind of moving sideways movement like we see in Ether Bitcoin, but that's okay. That's because Bitcoin's also moving up today. But I think the most important part is looking at the Bitcoin valuation. You want your Ethereum position to outpace Bitcoin because the risk is higher to hold Ethereum than it is Bitcoin. And so, with that said, this area here seems to be good. Ethereum US dollar will continue to trend up. Keep an eye on the RSI. The RSI currently is at 80.33. The peak, okay, the peak, which was made In the last cycle in June, made an RSI peak of 97.69, right? And the current peak that we made this past April was about 91.49. So keep an eye on the RSI on the US dollar. It's still in overbought territory, but considering looking at the previous peaks, it has potential of going further up at this point. So, $4,000 is definitely not the market cycle top. In fact, in my opinion, it's probably 12,000. But all in all, Ethereum's looking to be an interesting position. For a low risk, relatively good return trade in the next 6 months to 12 months. Anyway, that's all for today, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye bye.